Guys, my name is Nairi and I am a doula, but also I've done fostering and adoption, and today we're going to talk about the attention-seeking child, the child that wants your attention all of the time. Now, most of my experiences of this have come from the fostering arena, and I've now adopted, so clearly these children have had traumatic histories, but I'm sure that some of what I say will also be suitable for you who do have children that have not been through that. So the child that's the attention-seeking child is making sure that wherever you are in the house and whatever you are doing, they are in your eye line, they are getting your attention. And actually we find they follow us around the house as well. So why is that? Why do they do that? Now, my thinking about this, and this is just my experience, I'm not a professional, is that they are trying to make sure that you know that they are there, that you are in their mind. And what might be a little bit surprising as well is they kind of want to know about you when they're know that you are thinking about them when they are not even with you. Now, from the point of view of the children that I've had, this is about keeping close. This is about knowing that you love them, and the only way that they can actually know that is by constantly talking to you or knowing that they've got your eye contact. This is about them not losing you and not finding that actually you're not around for them. So it's almost like a younger child or a baby knowing that physical closeness is the key aspect for them. Now, that's really difficult if you're dealing with a child that is way beyond that stage, and you are trying to help them to gain their independence. And you know, how do you do that? Even how do you do that if your child has not had a traumatic start, but you find your child or one of your children seems to be wanting way more attention than what you feel that you can really give to them? So I guess, you know, the answer to that is a balanced approach. You're going to need to find sometimes when you're giving that undivided attention, that eye contact, that physical closeness, and sometimes where you say to them, today is the day where you're going to do something in a different room. Or if you can't get that far with them, today is the day when you're going to do something at the other end of the room while I'm doing something at this end of the room. It's a challenge. It's a challenge because, you know, children need to live in the real world, and at some point they're going to turn into adults. So it's a slow process where you build up the independent skills, but you allow them to keep checking back in with you. And if you feel that actually one aspect you need to try and move them on with, you keep trying that one thing. So I'll give you an example at the moment. You know, one of my sons at the moment is more than capable of cleaning his own teeth, but he's gone back to consistently asking me to do it for him because he wants to have me with him. And we're not talking about a young child here, we're talking about an older child. So some nights I will say to him, yes, I will do it for you, because I'll think, have I been with him recently within the last half an hour? No, I haven't. This is a way of me spending time with him. That will keep him feeling close, physically and content. Other nights I'll say, no, tonight, you know, you're going to do it on your own because I've just done your shower or your bath with you. And so it's a case of kind of like, you know, push and pull, testing the waters to see, you know, to let them to go back to being with them when it's needed, and to try and pull away a little bit and see how that goes, and building that up. I guess for most children that are trying to get your attention, it's down to some sort of insecurities they might have. I mean, that doesn't, you know, mean that, you know, you need to majorly worry about them if you know they haven't had a history of difficulties in the past. But it's a case of reassuring them and reminding them, particularly if they're part of a sibling group. So if you're a normal family and it's part of a sibling group and this one child is constantly trying to get your attention, you know, maybe it's just insecurities about whether the other child is the favourite or whether the other child is getting more time with you. So, I mean, the trick to that is to make sure in a family that you then allocate time to the different children if you possibly can, and you know, maybe split that workload with a partner if you have that. One thing to say is it's common. You know, it really is common. Obviously it's more common with fostered and adopted children. So Also though, even though these children might need your attention, even though you might need to find ways of being with them, you still need to find ways of having your own time, because self-care is huge if you have a demanding child. It's absolutely essential that you also have your own time away. So share it out with somebody else, or say to that child, this is my half an hour, I'm going to have this break now. Okay guys, I hope that helps you, and you know, if you find my videos helpful and you feel like you want to subscribe, that would be great, and then hopefully you can see when I post other things that might help you with children in particular. Thank you for listening.